Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with A Couple of Bees Read.
Yes, and we also like to review wine. What is our weekly wine, Becky?
This is from our winery, Scout and Cellar Winery, Mixtrack. And it got its name, and I've talked about this before. It kind of goes with the soundtrack of your life. You know, when we hear a good soundtrack from a movie or television show or something that we love, it kind of brings back great memories and things. And so it's just a wonderful part of your life, and that's kind of how they came up with the name. Mm-hmm. And this one is Mixtrack's red wine.
Ooh, so it's a red mix from Mixtrack.
It's got 3 different grapes.
Oh, smells divine.
Mm-hmm.
Black cherry.
It has cherry, yes.
They're plum?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yay.
Yay. And blackberry.
That was the thing. I was like, there's
that
something.
One stumps you. You always say there's something else in there, in the either the raspberry or the blackberry. But you're getting a lot better at guessing.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
But I was like, something tart, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And so that's it.
There we go. Look at me, improving every day.
That's right. And again, we're running a special. I'm not sure when it goes off, but if you buy $50 worth of wine, you get free shipping. And so we have some, Valentine's Day specials going on. So, check it out. Buy your honey some wine.
I know. I told Bo to buy me a book box for Valentine's Day, like one of those that they wrap the books up so you don't know what you're getting until you got.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, I should have thought of getting me a box of wine.
Yeah. That's exactly right. You need some Scout and Cellar
Next time.
Well, your birthday is coming up in
This
April.
is true. This is very true.
Book this week, I just loved this book. It's called The Wishing Game by Meg Shaffer. Oh my goodness. It was so fun. But it was just a really good story. It's an adult book, but if you liked Harry Potter, if you, I don't know, Narnia, if you liked any of just the classic children's books and things, you're going to love this book. And as an adult, you will love this book because it's based on an author called Jack Masterson, and he's the mastermind, and he writes this series of books called the Clock House books, and everything centers around the Clock House. And it's he even ends up buying an island and calling it the Clock House Island, and it's off of Maine. And the main character is Lucy Hart, and she's from Maine. And she doesn't have a great childhood, and her parents really are kind of really self-centered, and she has a sister who's sick, and all they do is focus on the sister and have nothing for her. And the grandparents end up having to come to the hospital and get her, and she lives with them. And it's later that she understands out of the two, she probably had the best life, because it wasn't that the parents cared that much more for her sister. It's just they wanted to be the heroes all the time, taking care of the sick child and, having to make all these sacrifices, things like that. So anyway, but the whole story centers around he has not written a book for 6 years. And the world is like, and the kids in the world are like, when is he going to write another book? We want another Clock House mystery. And all of a sudden, he just starts writing one day, and the illustrator, Hugo Reese, lives on the island with him. And he's really getting upset because for 6 years he hasn't written anything. He's worried about him and all of these things. And then all of a sudden he's taking a walk on the beach. He looks up and what Jack calls his writing factory light is on. It's an upper study, in the upper part of the house. And it starts there. And then Lucy Hart kind of kind of loses everything, and she's working as a kindergarten aide. And we all know in education, teachers don't make that much money, and their aides make even less.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's a little boy who has also had a very tragic life. His mom and dad died, and he's in the foster care system. But he and Lucy know each other from the fact that she was the kindergarten aide in his classroom, and they've bonded. And through the last couple of years, she wants to adopt him and be his mom, and that's what he wants. But she's broke; she has nothing, And there's a lot of stuff that went on before she left Maine and came to California, because they live in California now. And it's I can't tell y'all that. You just have to read the book, so I don't spoil all the stuff, but it is just so well written. And I mean, I wanted to go to Clock Island. And the big thing is the mastermind grants wishes of children.
Aww.
And if you're brave enough to wish, and it's easy to say, I wish for, but are you really, really brave enough to tell your biggest wish, the biggest desires of your heart? And he tells them you have to be willing to try and make it happen yourself. And some children do, and there ends up, all of a sudden he starts writing this book, and he puts out this contest. There's one copy of the book, and you're going to get an invitation to come and play a game, and whoever wins the game gets the book, the one copy of the book. And then you can decide what you want to do with it. Are you going to publish it? Or are you going to do something else, or what? And 4 adults get an invitation. And there's a reason that these are the only people in the world that get an invitation to come to his island and play this game. And I'm not going to tell you why, because that would be bad. And of me, it would be a big spoiler. So you have to read the book and find out. But it was just a delightful book. I mean, just the imagery, I don't know, just the relationship between the characters. I mean, oh my goodness, I cried. Oh, the little Christopher, I wanted to adopt him, and I wanted to adopt Lucy, and, too. I wanted to take them all in. And that's kind of what Jack has, this big heart. And he would take every kid in the world in if he could, but he can't. But then there's this mastermind that you never see. He's always in the shadows, granting these wishes and things. Anyway, it's just an amazing book. And I just want to thank Meg Shaffer for just a phenomenal read. It was just wonderful. So I can't wait to read. And I know she has other books, so I'm going to go and look at them. Now, I will say this. Okay, I Googled the Clock House Mysteries, because in the back, there's a list, and there is a 3-page list of, how an author puts in the front of their book, all of these. There's a 3-page list of Clock House Mysteries, 66 of them, and then other works by Jack Masterson. And I'm like, is this really a book? If it is, I'm reading them, So maybe she should write Clock House Mysteries. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great book. So please, if you want something fun and wonderful and just that's going to lift your spirits, and I got my happy ending in this one. That last book, I didn't get a happy ending, but this one I got a happy ending in, and I loved it.
All right. So 5 stars from Becky.
Great Valentine's Day present.
Yes. Make sure to pick up a book and pick up some wine. Bye, guys.
Bye.